Oh shit, is that the Killua from Hunter x Hunter? I've never actually really read or watched Hunter x Hunter. Probably should, I've heard it's good. Yeah, Hunter cross Hunter. Hunter times Hunter. I do love that the canonical reason that the entire series is called Hunter x Hunter is because the show SMAP, like there was a boy band in Japan called SMAP, which was really popular at the time, and they had kind of like a variety show called SMAP x SMAP, and that was really popular, so they were just like, I'm just gonna call it Hunter x Hunter. Even though it's just pronounced SMAP SMAP and not SMAP x SMAP. Anyways, that's your random, I think, 90s Japanese TV trivia for the day. But yeah, we're gonna play some Rabbit Steel today. I wanted to play some more of that. I've been playing a little bit on hard mode. I got all the palettes unlocked. I think I can fairly reliably do hard now. I think. But Lunar is a whole nother story. I have tried a couple of Lunar modes. Yeah, this is B-Cub, the guy who did Pop Team Epic. He did a lot of, I don't know if he still does, I think he still does. He does a lot of Toho shitposts before, you know, Pop Team Epic got really big. And so, Tay was a pretty common one that he did. Have you ever seen the Chen Honk Honk? That's the same artist. He has a lot of different hats. I just needed an image of rabbits wearing many different classes, so B-Cub was a good solution. Yeah, Rabbit Steel today. I wanted to play some more of that. I'm really deep in the sauce for this game, man. This game is so good. Apparently they hit 100,000 copies sold, which I'm really happy for. Because the dev made a post on Steam, but basically Maiden and Spell did pretty alright, but it was about, like, it broke even roughly in terms of the time and effort put into it. And this game is doing a lot better in terms of return on investment, so to speak. Not that Maiden and Spell is a bad game or anything, but it's a harder sell for a lot of folks, I think. Whereas this is like, it's cooperating. You get to play some pseudo FF14 raids with your pals, but they only take like 30 to 40 minutes a run. You don't have to pay a sub fee. You don't have to do your weekly gearing phase. You don't have to do Savage raids every week. You can just do it whenever you want. But yeah, I've been playing a little bit of this. I've been trying some Lunar mode, but I have not gotten very far in it. I definitely, like, you need to know, I know it says right there, you'll need to know the fights to survive, but you really, really need to know, like, everything that needs to be done. Because A, you only have 3 HP, B, the time requirements are a lot more strict, like, if you don't get all your DPS correct, you will just hit Enrage, almost guaranteed. Unless you have an absolutely cracked build. And then the patterns themselves are just, like, super complex. Like, even just the mini-bosses in, like, the Crow Zone is really difficult. So I'm just gonna do a couple hard modes. Probably just, like, get up to speed with that. Also, a thing I found out, if you take the random route, once you have done every stage on one of the routes, you can then pick a random start, which gives you more money. So you probably want to do that once you've learned everything, rather than just trying to pick, like, the easiest one or whatever. Or the hardest one, I guess, get it out of the way. But yeah, we got all the classes. There are 10 in total. The dev said they might be doing more. I think the plan is down the line to eventually do, like, a free DLC. I think that was their plan, to add more stuff to the game. I'm not sure what. But I'm glad to see it. Also, they've kind of said that, like, they're aware of some of the balancing issues. Like, they think that Wizard is generally kind of weak, which I think overall I agree with. Wizard is just very difficult to, like, really, really pop off. Compared to something like, you know, Defender, where you get any on-damage item and you're basically, like, rolling for the rest of the run. Sniper is also really difficult. I think they mentioned Sniper was something they wanted to take a look at as well. I think also Assassin is really, really hard to play well. Everything else, I think, is in a pretty good spot. I think I'll just do... What should I play as? Maybe I'll do some of the classes we didn't get to try last time. I'll do a run with Defender. Because I didn't have a Defender unlocked last time I streamed this. I had, I think I unlocked Sniper and maybe Spellblade? Defender's cool. As you use abilities, you notice I get charges on my secondary and special there. So every primary you use charges your secondary up to 5 uses. And then your secondary is it's a range attack, it does decent damage. And every ability you use, it charges your special. But not in the sense that it deals more damage, it just lets you use it. Because the Defender special doesn't have a cooldown, it's just that it builds up charge by using abilities. So you're kind of rotating between using your primary, then using your secondary when you're getting far away from an enemy. Like here, when you're forced away, you have to kind of start doing that. It's neat. And then your special is just kind of like a weird roll and invincibility field. It's a little difficult to use with teams because you need to have, you know, everybody on the same page with it, but you can eventually upgrade it to get other things like charging your special whenever you use it, that kind of thing. I also do want to try the no-hit normal run at some point, because apparently there is a trinket that you get for clearing normal without taking damage if you're using a specific trinket. Oh, yeah, I've seen that one you're talking about. Alright, let's see, what do we start with? Damage from loot increase. No randomized damage or crits, but all damage is increased by 40%. And if you're standing still, your special deals 40% more damage. This is useless on its own, because I don't have any loot yet. Yokai Bracelet is interesting. You don't want to use this if you're going for, like, luck, because I found out that luck does, in fact, affect, like, your crit chance. It affects... I want to say it does affect proc chances from items as well. And then if you get rabbit luck, there's some items that do rabbit luck status. That is just every hit will crit, and every proc will go off. That's, like, an RNG chance. Dark Mage Charm could also be good, but I usually don't want to be standing still too much as Defender. I'm thinking either Dark Cloud Necklace or Yokai Bracelet. I'll try the Necklace. Let's try building into loot items. Dealing damage with loot. Watch out for that dragon. God, it is... I was playing some Lunar runs last night. It is so just, like, nice and chill now. After having trained in the hyperbolic time chambers, it's like, oh yeah, you just dodge the knockback and you do a spinner afterwards. This is nothing. Because yeah, your secondary doesn't slow you down like your primary does or your special, so there's a nice little balance to strike between moving around and standing still. Alright, let's see if we can get some loot damage items. I want to say Divine Mirror counts as loot dealing damage. Golden Katana could also work. Because I want to say the damage comes from the sort, like the item here. But 5%, you need to be really firing off abilities fast or have, like, rabbit luck. And I don't think Defender can do that natively. Divine Mirror is probably just the safe bet. Spark doesn't count. Spark is a status effect, I believe, so I don't believe that counts as loot damage. Let's take Divine Mirror. Oh, also, Forbidden Tech. If you hold down your change target button on controller, it is L1 by default. you will fire in between two targets. So like here I'm shooting between the mice with my secondary. Very important technique if you want to like really optimize your damage. You don't have to do it, at least not on normal or hard, I think, but I think for like Lunar, you definitely want to try and optimize that if you can. Also, the other nice thing about Defender Special is like the big explosion, it clears out bullets. It's kind of busted. Defender, I think, is one of the stronger classes for sure. Alright, what do we got? Damage is slightly increased, 50% chance to gain 1 usage when used. That could be powerful. Radius is greatly increased. Okay, so this is the one that I was talking about, where you can upgrade it so it increments your special counter. Because by default, it just gives you and friends invincibility. It doesn't do anything on its own. At least not for your other abilities. Longer GCD, explosion is delayed. 5-second cooldown. I don't think I want that. Probably the Garnet upgrade is the safest bet here, because I don't want to slow down my GCD since I'm going to be going for Divine Mirror. Like, the slower I'm using my abilities, the less that's going off. So I think we just go for Garnet Novi Holy. I mean, everybody has, like, an invincibility move that usually clears out bullets around them. But, like, everybody, their defensive makes them temporarily invincible for a bit. But I don't think all of them clear out bullets by default. I think I can hit both of them with this. Oh yeah, I need to be using my special here. Yeah, you can see there it's clearing out some of the bullets. I need to get in here. I'm just gonna use defense. Oh, damn it. Is that damage to all enemies on the... Okay, cool. So that is multi-target as well. Real helpful. Hey. Yeah, for situations like this where you kind of get forced off of straight ahead because your primary doesn't hit anywhere. Like, it is just a horizontal attack and that's it. You get a trinket for like a flawless normal clear, I believe. It's not like, you know, a new character unlock or anything like. It's just a fun little challenge to do. There's also one for doing normal or above without taking any treasure box items, which is pretty difficult. I tried that earlier with a friend, but we didn't get. We lost at the last boss, which felt bad. Four, 5. I believe this one we just go down and around. Yeah. Just don't stay too close to the orb because you will get deleted. Oh, damn it. Those things go so fast. We'll get some health back at the treasure box. It's not a huge deal, but it feels bad. I'm always saying this. Never stand too close to the orb. Yeah, we hit Enrage, basically. Zoop! Because there is a pretty strict DPS requirement if you're not having, if you don't have, like, a really cracked out build. And since you're not allowed to take treasure items, you really need a solid base to build off. Oh, wow, I installed 4 charges in my special. Ratchet tether, get back in. If I can get something like Rabbit Luck, I could basically have infinite, not infinite specials, but nearly infinite. Okay, 1, 2, and on the left, although we don't actually have to do the mechanics now. Because normally there's supposed to be these spinners chasing you diagonally and you have to move around, but now that you kill one of the bosses, it's basically free. Item boxes give you 2 HP back, so we'll get everything back that we lost earlier. Okay, Sleeping Greatbow could be nice because that is a loot damage. Defensive cooldown becomes 10 seconds. I think it's already... Oh no, it's 15. Increases special damage by 20%. I think we probably just go for Sleeping Greatbow. Because again, we have the Dark Cloud necklace, so all the loot items are dealing 50% more damage. So this is 300 damage every 6 seconds, which isn't incredible. But there are items that reduce loot cooldowns, so if I find one of those, I'll probably slam dunk that. Alright, rat time. This fight's actually kind of tricky on hard mode, I noticed. Because you're dealing with all the knockback stuff, you're dealing with everything happening. Like, you're getting shoved around constantly while trying to dodge AoEs. It's a lot. I messed that up. Ugh, I'm heavy. Still too far away for Holy to hit. Alright, let's dodge some spinners and also get in the circle. You don't want to stay too long with any, like, primaries, like anything that slows you down here. You really want to try and just pop them and get moving, because you don't have a lot of time to get out of the circles here. Forward. Oh, that was still too much. Oh, I know I can, like, thread the needle there. I'm just not doing it right. I think the solution for this one might just be that you always move towards her. What are we doing here? Okay, cool. Clockwise, this isn't too bad. There's a variant of this pattern that makes you, like, move in and out to the middle, and, like, it's not clockwise, so you're constantly having to adjust your movement. Alright, get in the circle, or in the thing, you know what I mean? This is a really good time to use your slow abilities, because when you're in very heavy, you always move at the same speed. Like, you get locked to a specific speed, so they can design the patterns around that. Alright, should be transforming now. Okay. We'll save our special charges for all the mice of the round show up. Because then we can pop special and delete a bunch of them at once. Bam. I think I'm in the right spot here. I think we can zhuzh over. Oh, that was... I think I dodged that by luck, actually. I don't think I had enough time there. That was risky. Alright, let's get some more special charges. Because she's constantly summoning the homies, so... Just get these 4. Generally for this phase, you just want to try and kill any rat as fast as possible. That just makes everything way less overwhelming. Okay, so this one I want to go up with the right side, move with the tether, then swap directions the other way. And you just kind of repeat that over and over again. You probably can do some fancy stuff by, like, popping out of the line there, but I think that's the safest way, the most consistent. That's off to you. So the thing is, this game is not really like it has some bullet dodging, but it's not really like a shmup in the sense of you're dodging like really, really, really tight bullet patterns or anything like that. It used to be more shmuppy, like more precision dodging, but it's a lot more mechanics based now. Like you learn the fights. Because like you could theoretically dodge all these bullets coming out of my left and right here if you're outside the circle, but it is very, very inadvisable to do so. Might actually be able to force a kill. Oh, that worked fine. You can deal a little bit of damage to her when she summons the homie. She's not completely invincible. She just takes very reduced damage. The big thing is just like, it's a lot of plate spinning. Like you're expected to do your rotations, but then also deal with like all the stuff going on. So it absolutely can be a lot. I should heal. Alright, what do we got here? 2-second GCD consumes all charge on this ability when used. Increments the counter. Okay, so this basically just makes it like a single pop. Oh, I don't like all the GCD increases stuff. Give me those. start doing more than a couple things in a row. Yeah, that's... Even on normal, like, it can be pretty intense. I'm playing on hard right now, so it's a little more... I think I just take the defensive upgrade. Because I don't want to lower my GCDs. Like, I wanna be using abilities as fast as possible for the mirror. Now, if I had an item that let me have a proc chance per hit or whatever, this would be really good. The 5-hit primary. Yeah, exactly. Once you learn all the fights. Also, what's good, Tiff? I gotta start by popping my special immediately now. Alright. So I think I want to go up here, then we get vacuum toward... This fight is weirdly difficult for, like, the mini-boss. Because it's not just that you're dealing with the teleport stuff, but then you're also dealing with the gravity mechanic pushing you in and pulling you away. Because you have to take into account the gravity after you teleport. It's going to be different. Then you also have to put yourself in place before the beam goes off. Like there, I was a little close. I want to be down here. I think I was about to teleport into the beam, but I think we're okay. Killing the boss is mitigation. Yeah, the thing is, like, the patterns are almost always the same. There are a couple of different variations, so you're not just doing the exact same song and dance every time, but yeah, it's really fun. I really like this game. As somebody who likes the idea of raiding an FF14 but cannot really commit the time to, like, you know, joining a static to do savage raiding and stuff like that, this is like a really good in-between balance, I think. Because you still kind of get the same experience, it's just a lot more bite-sized and compressed. Oh, I'm not on the I'm not on the teleport line, oops. Yeah, like a lot of classes, the defender by default doesn't have any what's it called? They don't have any offensive utility on their defense move. But you can get some. I think it's like Druid and Defender. I think they can't really do much with their defensive to get more DPS out. This is just staggered teleport, so we want to do this, I believe. Then you teleport inside the circle, and you're gravy. Oh, gravy, baby. Alright, up and then right. Or left, sorry. God, this is so much easier than on Lunar, holy shit. I'm gonna get burn on my special, that would actually be really solid. Because you do a good amount of damage on it. This pattern I have a weird amount of trouble with. I still haven't mastered it. Yeah, because then you do the up teleport, and I'm never good at, like, picking out a good route for later. But that's what defenses are for. What if I just used the same special proc? What if I just had one stock of special and I just used that 20 times? Pop them holies. I need to get something that goes off when I use my special. Oh, whoops. I'm a little too slow. Didn't look at the timers. That's the other nice thing, though. If you do mess up a mechanic, as long as you're not constantly popping your defensive, you can usually smooth over a mistake or two. Just if you're trying to squeeze out every last bit of DPS and you're constantly popping your special, then yes, you might have a difficult time. Okay, definitely don't want the Lancer Gauntlets. This would be good if you had an item that did bonus damage on abilities with cooldowns. I know there's one, at least. I think we just go for the Wakizashi, because we don't actually... It's the special, which is okay, but, like, my special already erases projectiles around me, and Vanish is alright. It does a little bit more damage on my special. But the Wakizashi is a loot item, which means that it does benefit from Dark Cloud Necklace. My Japanese katana sword. Not the greatest chances, though. I might try and see if I can get, like, a luck-up bonus somewhere. Loot colors just identify which set they belong to. If they match the color of the, like, treasure box, they have a slightly higher chance of appearing in that box. But it is still random, so it's not guaranteed. There is no, like, epic, legendary, whatever loot. It's just different sets of items. Alright, so we're going left and then right. So we want to start in the right circle because we're teleporting left. And then go back and oh, wait. That's right, I can just clear bullets. I forgot about that. Man, Defender is a little carried. I'll never say the game is easy, but they're a little carried. Alright, here I want to go up higher because I need to deal with them bullets. Then we teleport right again. Then one left. Okay. Actually, I gotta move a little faster up here. Like, if I used my primary, I probably would have gotten hit by the ball. It's all about learning, like, what your abilities, which ones slow you down, which ones you can safely use versus which ones are dangerous. Special. 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 It's supposed to go down over time, but if you just roll RNG nicely, you don't have to worry about that. Alright. Time to do some order of operations. This is a good situation to save your defensive for, by the way. Alright, we want to go to the left side, just hang out underneath. Right around here, I think, is good. Because it's very easy to mess this up, especially if it's like your first time doing it. Important thing about this attack, the lasers turn 90 degrees. You don't have to go any farther than that. So don't go like across the entire screen because you think you're going to get hit by something. You don't have to worry about that. Like here, I'm safe. Puzzle time. Okay, I'm gonna teleport. Okay, we're gonna have to do some shenanigans here, because I think we do... Yep. I'm gonna go back down here because I teleport again, and then we get teleported. Oh, I went the wrong way. I thought it was going the other direction. I mixed them up. I freaked up. Damn, I was actually doing pretty decent on this fight, too. Unacceptable if I want the trinket. That one you can do it on normal. I'm not gonna bother trying to do that one on hard or lunar. Lunar, if you want to do lunar damageless, that's for when you have like everything done with the game. Right, so I believe we want to start by going to the right first because we get teleported into the laser. Teleport over. Oh, I forgot to go in between. Zoop. That's what defensive for. All right. So one, left, right, left, right. The game never gives you an impossible pattern. It's just very difficult to discern some of the stuff. And I really need to get a better special upgrade, though. Actually, no, this is the one that has the upgrade, right? Okay, so I think I want to stay... I believe I want to go up here, and then I think I'm good. Oh, no, I was too close to the bullet. This should be good, though. Oh, no, the other bullet's right. I forgot about the circles. Ah, I got overloaded. Oh, I got the music? Why did I get the music? Oh, 220 bosses. Okay. I've been playing a lot of this game. Okay. So this is what I believe to be the hardest boss in the game, even harder than the final boss of this area, the Red Dark House. What else have we got here? This is the pop-all. I might actually use this, honestly. Oh, this is the 5-hit. This one's really nice. If you find the item that gives you, like, a damage proc whenever you hit, this is really good. But yeah, it can be really difficult. The good news is there's a bunch of difficulties, so even if you like the earlier ones, it's, like, pretty chill on the easier modes. Special defensive. I don't think I really want the quickening potion. Yeah, I think we just take the primary or secondary. Yeah, exactly. That's the other nice thing, is that it's pretty forgiving if you play with friends. Well, Wakizashi is a chance of dealing blows, not when you deal damage. There is a loot item that specifically asks when you deal damage with your primary or whatever, it has a chance to go off. This is just whenever you use your primary, so it's not the same. It's still decent, but it's not quite as powerful. Although if we find it, I'm absolutely slam dunking that shit. Just get some levels. Ah, the lesbians are here. Canonically lesbians, too. This isn't just me doing a bit. Okay. Barely hit the silver one. 707 DPS. It's always easy to get excited about your DPS in multi-target fights, but certain classes just melt them. This one you just kind of hang out by the 2 on the side that doesn't have the other box by it. And that's basically it. You solve the boss once you learn that. On Lunar mode, on the other hand, this boss, I still have not figured out how to beat her without just using defensives or whatever. Oh, I'm using my rotations bad. I'm not getting the best DPS. For this second laser, you want to move with it, because usually you're kind of forced to move around afterwards. I don't know if it always starts at the origin point of the last attack. I think it does, but I could be wrong. Zoop. God, yeah, defensive the special just kind of clowns on this attack, huh? Am I safe here? Should be safe here. Yeah, we're good. I think we're good by doing this, just barely. Like here, you gotta very quickly reposition, so it's good to save a charge of your defensive, especially if you're like a slow-moving class. And then try and move with it, because this laser as well usually goes off at the same point. They want to be behind it if you can. Can you make it there? We're good. Just make sure to move, because there is still the laser coming after you afterwards. Laser! Cube! I'm playing Defender. They're one of the unlockable classes. Probably one of the stronger classes in the game, in my opinion. Like, every class is good. Every class can absolutely beat a run, but Defender, I think, has a little bit of an easier time. Like I was saying earlier, the dev has straight up said they think Wizard is a little undertuned. A little too difficult to use right now. No, there's 5 classes to unlock. Ah. Actually, wait, do we have cooldowns? Okay, this one has a cooldown. Oh, my special doesn't actually have a cooldown, so it doesn't work with the Gladiator helmet. That kind of sucks. GCD is not the same as a cooldown. They really should just change cooldown to recast. Smite. It's basically the Sleeping Great Bow, and that's kind of it. Nothing else has cooldowns. Probably the Ornamental Bell is the correct call here. Yeah, GCD, it's same as in WoW and FF14. Like, GCD is you are locked out from using any ability outside of your defensive. And then cooldown is how long until you can use that specific thing again. I don't have any cooldown on my abilities, though. I think we go for the Bell, because Gladiator Helmet is just for the Great Bow, which is a little bit more damage on it, which is alright. But, can't really pop off. Whereas Smite is just more damage across the board for everything, which I think I benefit more from. Alright. Hardest boss in the game. Luckily, I fought this boss like a billion times now, so I know how to deal with most of her bullshit. Alright, so here you want to stay on the top half, just a little bit above the center line, because the bottom one goes 4, and the middle one goes 3, or the other one goes 3. FF14, everybody calls them GCDs. I hope you like cross boxes, by the way, because they're everywhere in this fight. This is wrong, but let's move in the right position anyways. Try to stay on the center line here because it really lets you evaluate quickly where you need to go. Alright, I'm gonna go bottom here. You gotta really identify quickly where the spinners are going and move them to the right spot. I think we do some, yep. We want to stay here, because the bottom one is a 1 line. You always go to the side for this attack. You always go to the side that has the 1 spread. So here we're going to stay here again. And then this one we want to go here. No, that's not safe, actually. This is the correct side. You're going to move with the spinners, but at the same time not touch the cross boxes. Have I mentioned I think this boss is harder than the final boss? The final boss is mostly just kind of a test of everything you've done at like a slightly lower intensity, in my opinion. You want to be on the right side of the shove here, otherwise you can't make it back into the circle. Alright, should be transforming now. I haven't really had to use my defensive, like the special charges. I probably should use more of that. Alright, now we get to do, this is clockwise pattern. I got 2 more charges on my secondary. Oh, I gotta start using my special now. Alright, so this attack, this is the motherfucker. Go as close to the edge of the screen as possible, because you're gonna want to do that, because you have to very quickly identify the safe zone, and it's usually easier to do the center dodges. Plus, that way you can very quickly be where you need to go here. So this one is, they're moving like that. It's hard to explain. And then you really quickly need to get back to the middle for this attack, because you need to identify whether it's safer on the left or right side. So this is left. This is left again. This is right. And then she does more charges. That's the other problem with this fight. She spends a lot of time invincible off the screen. Alright, we want to go here, I believe. Oh, I could have been safe there. I pressed the wrong button. Here we want to be down in the corner. Just don't go too close to the lasers. That one you just have to know, like, you have to quickly identify where the smaller expanding laser is, and then very quickly identify which way is going to be safe to dodge the spinners. It's no really easy way to deal with that one. You just have to learn it. You fight, I believe you fight every boss. Actually, I think you do skip one. Okay, that is safe. I was correct, I second-guessed myself. I think this should be safe. Okay. I think it might just be 4 random bosses, actually. For this attack, you stand where the 3s intersect, which I didn't do correctly. But here you would go like in the bottom left corner, that's where the 3s match up, and then move into the center. This is always the same as long as you identify the pattern. You can always move to the center afterwards. Then she does more of this, but it's a different pattern this time. Oh, I almost got her. Wonder if I can kill her off screen. I don't think you can. This attack, you want to get shoved between the lines and then move up as they're exploding. So position the knockback to where you get shoved in between them. There is an achievement for killing her while she's charging, I believe, but I don't know that you can deal damage to her off screen. I don't know if that's possible. Alright, Pale Keep. Yeah, I think you might skip one or two of the routes, but the problem is it's random which routes you get after the first one, so you can't really aim to have a specific, like, you know, if there's one boss you don't like dealing with, you can't really do much about that. I could take this and benefit from... Oh no, I didn't take that item, right. Oh yeah, it was 2, because we didn't do frogs or wolves, that's right. It shows you the route afterwards. What are we on right now? Oh, it doesn't show you there. I don't know that I want to slow down with a holy. I think I just take levels. I think we just go for level ups here. The level up, every level you get is just 1% extra damage, so... It is a nice, I don't have a better option money dump, in case there's nothing good in shop. Yeah, we did Mice, Crows, Dragon... I think it might be 3 routes and then Pale Keep. Because there's 5 potential, like, area bosses that you fight, or 5 potential areas to go to, on top of Pale Keep, which you always end up at the end. Okay. Actually, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to pet the cat. If you have, you got a mouse, you can pet the cat. Always pet her. She's the only cat in the game. There are no other cats. Cats were extinct. I don't want to go too far off because I need to pop my special, but at the same time I get knocked back. So I gotta be ready for that, otherwise you get launched into a bunch of bullets. I'm just gonna defensive swoosh over here. I was gonna say, these things have to be gone by now. The Church Mouse standby music is basically just like FF Tactics. Like it is as legally as close to Tactics as they can get to without actually just putting in Tactics music. Thankfully, a lot of these fights are multi-target, which is fantastic for Defender. As long as you can line up correctly anyways. I'm just gonna use defensive to get some charges and swoosh over. $1,062, not bad. Yeah, evilly coded, exactly. These stop moving, I find I have like the most trouble with these mechanics, like the stop moving, because I feel like it's active for a little bit longer. Like even after the bar fills up, it feels like it still pops off a little bit after you stop, so you can't just like stop for a moment and then go again. You have to really like make a move of stopping, you know? Just defensive through that. You can iframe through these, like if you have defensive on cooldown or whatever, you can absolutely do that. That's allowed. Yeah, I'm not doing wumbo damage right now or anything. This is a decent build, but it's not like absolutely cracked. Feathered Overcoat, not really helpful for me because I already get a big speed boost. This can be goofy for certain classes, but the fact that it only works when you're invincible makes it a little weird. I think Waterfall Polearm is the play here. Because Flow Strength is, it's not like a one-time buff, it is a 5-second buff, so it's not like the ones where you get a one-time bonus to your next ability. Secondary poison is just too insignificant. Like, we don't have anything that boosts status effects. But we'll be fine for the final boss. Time to be rude. That's why she attacks you, because you do that. Such disrespect, this was my intention. I really wish I could have gotten a source of haste to really let my, the ancient necklace or whatever pop off. Yeah, the final boss, it's like, generally I find her to just kind of be easy variations of patterns you've been seeing over the run. Oh, baby. New spam bots are dropping, love that. They've been back active recently. Like, this is nowhere near as bad as the dragon boss for, like, dodging stuff and dealing with spinners at the same time, you know? Dump all my secondary charges. A lot of times you don't even, you barely have to move across the cleave line. Like this one we have to move up to the top, but that's kind of it. God, I still get to use my special. If I'd gotten a loot item that popped off on specials, I would have been absolutely set. Like something that gives you haste or something. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's kind of... You just get every pattern, which you didn't necessarily get before. This one's a late cleave. This one is another late cleave. I find she varies that attack a little bit. Like, sometimes the cleave goes off a little early, sometimes it goes off later, so you have to dodge around the orb as opposed to just staying by the end. If I'd gotten, like, burn on my special, that would have been really nice. Get, like, 1k damage burn procs, that would have been really, really good. Could have made it there safely, for sure, but I just wanted to have extra charge and start dealing more damage faster. Alright. Boonie time. Fucking Boonie. I think I could probably knock out a no damage clear on normal without too much trouble. Like, hard is at the point, I'm kind of just playing hard casually now. It's not like I have to worry too much in most cases. There's like one or two patterns I don't have like perfectly mastered. I don't know why I popped my defensive there, that was stupid. Especially because I took damage during this phase as well. I don't think I'm going to recharge in time. Yeah, I'm neck. Oh no, we're going to be good. It'll recharge. So for that attack, you just have to use your defensive or some other mitigation. There is no way to deal with that, otherwise it's undodgeable. Oh, damn it. My special, or my defensive, I think it recharged a little bit too late for me to pop it off there. Alright. This time I'm going to save my defensive. Because I foolishly popped it last time. I don't know if you move slower diagonally. final attack is coming. That last bit there, that is extremely just like a repurposed Maiden and Spell attack, where it pops up the spell card background. This one you usually have to switch sides, but not always. Like, I find it really rare, but sometimes she doesn't switch the colors. So you gotta make sure you are paying attention. This isn't just mindlessly repeat whatever happens on the screen. Oh, jeez. I'm going too slow here. I'll be a little more proactive with my movement. She's not in a raid, is she? No. There's still at least one more pattern. Because, yeah, our damage is alright. It's not, like, award-winning damage or anything like that, but it's okay. We can definitely handle her. Just gonna be sure not to trip at the finish line here. So I think after this Invuln phase, I think this is when she starts doing the Enrage. If you're not familiar with MMO terms, Enrage is when you take too long to beat a boss. And they usually do something that either immediately kills the raid or is impossible to really survive against. So to kind of encourage you to actually learn the mechanics and have a standard of DPS and not simply heal off damage somehow. I'm still curious, I think I've mostly finished with the plot, but there was one thing that popped up a single time. It was kind of creepy. There's just an NPC hanging out in one of the interstitial areas one time, and she got real weird. Yeah, exactly. She just spams the unblockable attacks over and over again, which I think eventually it does even go through your defensive, so you can't even, if you have some kind of, like, invincibility build. Well, most raids, like, in FF14 at least, you can't run into a raid with 5 tanks. Like, there are role requirements. But yeah, it's mostly just to make sure that you are actually, like, up to spec with the raid and you're doing all the mechanics properly. Who should I play this time? Chat, which class should I be? Wizard, Assassin, Heavy Blade, Dancer, Druid, Spellsword, Sniper, Bruiser, we already did Defender, or Ancient? Wait, Savage you can put in whatever you want? Oh, weird. Punch Bunny, Dancer. Ancient is like Summoner. Druid is kind of like almost Scholar from FF14. This is more like the Summoner path. Like you have a pet that you command around and move. Bruiser or Spellsword. So we got Bruiser. I think it's 2 votes for Bruiser. Dancer, Ancient. Kind of a mix. Oh, also, I could show... I'm not going to pick Spellsword, but you can do custom sprites. I installed TIFF. Look, it's TIFF. All the data in the game, it's just like PNG files and fucking OGG. You can just replace whatever you fight. Yeah, you can have a bunny on your head. You can have whatever you want. You can be a crown. You can be royalty. Ooh, fancy. Let's do a run, since we didn't get to do a lot of our classes last time. Oh, Spellsword is really fun, though. You know what? I'm doing Spellsword. Fuck it. We'll do a TIFF run. Spellsword, it's very similar to Red Mage in FF14. Your secondary charge is Dark Spell, which is basically just a fancy word for double cast. Whenever you use an ability, it casts twice if you have Dark Spell. So you can see there I have 9 counts of it. And then you use your abilities with it and they attack twice, basically. So you charge your Dark Spell and then pop off. I'll do another hard run and then maybe I'll try a little bit of Lunar. Red Mage has similar, like, positioning requirements, like they have Red Mage. Spellsword, Spellblade. They have similar positioning requirements where a lot of their attacks are horizontal. You also really want to use their defensive a lot for offense because they cast Hex, which is extra damage to an enemy. Spell Sword gets really funny if you get, like, Book of Cheats or something. Because it goes off whenever you cast your special, and each charge on your special counts as a separate cast. So this is like 3 uses of my special for whatever purpose. Cooldowns less or equal to 10 seconds become 5 seconds, is that? So this is a 5-second cooldown now. I think I want that. Yeah, 5-second cooldown on my special is pretty bonkers, actually. Special cooldown of 5 seconds, as well as the chance to get 30% bonus charges. Ooh. Yeah, if you get the right build, you can just become permanent special red mage. It's pretty wild. Actually, I think with this build, I might even be better off just popping 1 use of secondary and then immediately transitioning over to special. I need to be using my defensive as well. Yeah, exactly. Get the dark spell weaving. Isn't there an ability that makes it like an auto cast on your secondary? I want to say there is something like that for Spellblade. But yeah, using Hex is really important too because it gives you 10% damage bonus. Primary and secondary now have a 2-second GCD that deals 70% more damage. I don't think this works with Hex, sadly. Although I could get, if I do get Poison Hex, this would actually work, the Venom Hood. I don't think I want Twin Star Earrings because 2-second GCD isn't great. I want to get those charges ideally for my secondary. Yeah, getting the single blast is really good. I could also go for anti-Hex instead and go for Red-White Ribbon and get almost permanent uptime. I think Venom Hood might be better though, because it does make all my other stuff. Everything is multi-hit, so it's gonna do a little more. I'm gonna go Venom Hood. That's the other cool thing I love about this game. Like, there's so many different ways to build your characters. Like, even once you learn the quote-unquote optimal rotations, it's rarely gonna remain that, you know? Like, you are always kind of modifying how your rotation stuff works. Zap, 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 zap. Also, I did learn that, originally I thought you couldn't stack debuffs and stuff. It turns out you can if they have different buff or debuff icons. Because, like, this one, for example, this one has, like, a little kind of a purple icon. If you find something that applies Hex and it has a different icon than that, then you can, in fact, stack it. This also applies to buffs as well, so you can have multiple versions of Haste if they exist. Something that doesn't really get told to you in the game, but absolutely is possible. Alright, what do you got? Has a chance to get an extra use and charge itself, you say. This one's 9 Dark Spell. I think I just want to do infinite specials. I think we just go for infinite specials. This one is just, yeah, this one just deals more damage on the defensive. Whatever, fuck that. Garbage, stinky. And then it would be really nice to get this as well, the Ruby Siphon spell, but yeah, with the cooldown reduction as well, having this on 5 seconds, we might be able to have almost permanent laser uptime now. Just gotta weave in secondaries to recharge Dark Spell. I didn't get any procs there. Unlucky. There we go, there we go, there we go. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Charging, if you're not familiar with the mechanic, it basically makes the next attack you do of that type, when you see that little exclamation marker, it deals 1.5 times damage. Oh, whoops, what am I doing? Double hitting on my defensive, honestly, isn't a huge deal. It's mostly just for applying Hex, that's what I really want it for. Oh, how dare you turn around on me. Bling, bling, bling. Might see if I can get any sources of luck to have slightly higher proc chances as well. I think that'd be worth it. Oh, we're not at illegal amounts of damage yet. This is good DPS. For where we are right now, this is good. This isn't illegal yet. We're not going to jail. I want to stay out of position here. Okay. Yeah, like this is the red mage dream fight. Because they're just constantly lining up straight ahead. I don't know that it's possible to max out the bar. I think it might be like a hard cap. No, I'm getting a little greedy. Shouldn't go that hard on it. Can I please have a little bit of extra charge? I'm just a little wet mage. I just like casting lasers. Lasers. I have to stop. I'm gonna end up on a Twitch compilation and be like, this guy sounds exactly like Adam Sandler, holy shit! But yeah, I'm not sure it's possible to cap the bars. I think it's like a very, very quickly decaying ability that goes down if like you don't have the absolute max. I don't think it's a timer thing. Actually, Chemist Coat could be good. Yeah, Chemist Coat would be good. Because this is just 50 more damage, so this is 50 extra damage per tick. So that is functionally like 9, that's 9 times 8, that would be what, like 720 damage? Yeah, I think we go for Chemist Coat. Plus it's a little bit faster, yippee! Sunflower Crown. Sunflower Crown is interesting. There's, the dev posted on Twitter about how the, like, smaller hitbox mechanics work. I don't know if it works for the Sunflower Crown, but at least for the dodging potion, it turns your hitbox into a negative number, which means that all non-mechanic bullets, you can just stand, like, right on top of them, they never hit you. Like, lasers and stuff, those will still hit you. Obviously, you still have to do those mechanics and cleaves, but, like, bullets and stuff that contact you, you don't actually have to dodge them anymore. I don't know if it works for, like, the stack circles or columns or whatever, you know? Alright, I gotta remember. I always forget this second knockback here. And I always eat shit for it. Might also want to consider getting a, like, secondary charge. Like a faster secondary cooldown or something on my defensive. Now that I have the poison. Still at 2 charges here. Yeah, so I think I want to be here. No, that's not right. I think I did this wrong. Yeah, I did that wrong. Yeah, I'm still not 100% on dodging that attack. I gotta sit down with that at some point. Okay, this one we're doing like the weird pattern I was talking about earlier where you have to like weave in and out. Like you do like anti-clockwise, but at the same time you're also kind of like dipping in and out. You can't just go in a little circle. Alright, here come the rats. I'm actually a little too low to hit them. I should pop my defensive actually. Get that poison hex. There we go. Every rat explodes. Rat Mansion will not be opening today. I did my time in Rat Mansion. Rats, 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 rats. I know they're actually mice, but rats, rats, rats. Thankfully, aside from that one pattern, I mostly have this fight down. It's just that one is really weird. I'm gonna sit down. Actually, getting the... one of the loot items that increases... what's it called? That gives you a chance to, like, deal damage whenever you hit an RNG proc would also be really nice now, because my specials are constantly rolling RNG procs. Lots of fun stuff. We haven't gotten to do the frog fight yet. Frogs or wolves, neither of them have showed up. We've done random both times. I'm gonna save my next volley for when the rats come back. This one's actually a lot less intimidating than it looks. It's just move up or down to stretch the tethers, basically. I'm just gonna make sure you are keeping on top of them is all. One last final rat. Safe. Not especially, but we managed. I might actually just not need to use my primary anymore. We might just be fully, like, ignoring primary at this point. It's just, like, for the weird, rare chances when I don't need to use my secondary or special. When the proc chances just don't happen. I somehow managed to fail, like, you know, 6 proc chances at 50% each. Yeah, we're just... I guess the game doesn't want us to fight frogs or wolves today, because I'm doing random start. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, 9 dark spell could be nice. There's anti-hex, but we have the debuff, not the buff ability. Luck potion would be very, very funny. I'm gonna go for that. I think I'll just take the 9 dark spell charge. Because we're not really using this for the damage, we're just using it to build up dark spell charge for our specials, so we're just gonna pop that. I need to heal, and then we'll pop luck potion. I'll save the rest of the money. Anti-hex is really nice, because that's 20% more damage to all your allies. Really good in multiplayer mode. Still good in single player as well. But since we're going on debuffs, we want to keep this going. We might get the poison hex eventually. Zap, 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 zap. Alright, I only have to pop it once every 9 casts now. Yeah, luck potion is already paying off. We got like 5 or 6 casts out of that one use last time. Generally, I don't bother too much with the potions. Unless it's something like the gold potion, that's pretty much always you want to take that. Because it's like a tiny little investment for a lot more money the next run. I think it ends up being something like 20 extra gold for how much you pay for it. Really good. Starting to pop off a little bit now. Heal yourself. Might actually be better to pop my defensive first because I'm not really using it for the damage. Like, it hits twice. But again, it's for the Hex, and the Hex effect doesn't get anything special from getting the Dark Spell effect on it. Like, it is just a little bit of extra damage, which is alright, but... I need to be moving a little bit more, though. Laser, 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 laser. I can move up here, actually. It's safer. I think it's possible to still be safe in the left quadrant where I was before, the left third, but just easier to deal with it this way. I've gotten a lot better about just kind of like weaving in focus mode whenever I need it. The dodge type patterns. With how it shakes out now, though, you usually end up having Dark Spell on your defensive regardless. So you might as well. It's pretty rare, even with like the luck potion, that you'll be using all 9 charges, you know? Now I'm gonna say that and immediately get 9 charges. No. Okay. Good, I'm not been made a fool of. I'm really hoping for like Book of Cheats or something, like chance for haste on special or something. That'd be really good. I think that's one of the loot items I can find. Good luck, rabbit. Thank you. Actually, we're a cat now. Excuse you. Game is now called Cat and Steel. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Oh no, I thought this was whenever you cast your special, it has a chance of resetting. It's still good. But this I don't want. I think the dev has also said movement speed down abilities. I think people have generally... The general consensus is that they're not worth the trouble. So I believe they plan on not making the movement down stuff as rough. Because the problem is... Like, shield you from damage every 60 seconds, okay, sure, that's cool, but your defensive does the exact same thing and does not have a 60-second cooldown. So I'm just gonna go for the Obsidian Hairpin. Was it? Is it chance for resetting on spec? Okay. Whenever you gain invulnerability. So if we get anything that gives us invincibility as well, that could be fun. If we get the Shinobi Cloak again, whenever you use your special. The problem with slow is, like, on normal, I find it's not too bad to deal with. But, like, hard and lunar above that, like, you just straight up are too slow to engage with most of the mechanics and also dodge them. Like, you have to either choose, are you doing DPS or you're dodging, and it's not really a great choice to be making. You want to be doing DPS. Oh, I think I did this wrong. Yeah, it's gonna hit me. That's what iframes are for. Okay, this is correct. Go top. Just stay right here. I have to remember, now that I have the chance of resetting my special whenever I cast defensive, I'm gonna go top left. Bottom right is safe. So I think when your special resets, I think it's also like a full charge on it, the way that it works. It gives you 3 charges whenever it sets. It's not just like a single charge like Defender gets. Pretty sure. Problem is, at this point, we have enough RNG procs that usually gets reset by the time I'm done casting it anyways. Although we do have the luck potion, so that could have, that's probably skewing my data a little bit. Alright, we're gonna go right side here. Bye. Bottom left, or bottom right's a safe spot here. Then immediately start moving back. Shove yourself in the middle. Now we go bottom left. Yeah, I think everything else gets hit, so... Immediately pop that defensive, get that reset. Also just getting Hex, I still need to be using it for that too. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be, like, trying to save it for when I don't get lucky on my special, because I still get Hex out of it. This should be safe. Barely. Not the best way to dodge it, but it is possible. Alright, here we want to go top right. And just dodge left and right and occasionally move up or down. Is it time for the John Madden pattern? Might actually kill her before she gets there. No, damn. We want to go here, I believe. Yes. I was hoping to get her while she zipped around. Yeah, she was like 2 lasers away from dying. Could have gotten her. Hey, we get to do crows this time. Oh no, this is wolves. I think this is wolves, right? Yeah, this is wolves. There's more damage and GCD's reduced. Super Hex, ooh. Yeah, I should probably take that. That's now 20% damage to an enemy rather than just 10%. Yeah, these ones already have upgrades on. This will be pretty mediocre, plus it'll eat up my Dark Spell faster. We're not going primary build Spellblade right now. And then I think we just chunk a bunch of levels. I do think these need to be buffed. Like 1500 damage, 50 seconds into a fight, that's not really a lot. That ends up being what, like 30 extra DPS for 8 gold? Not very good. Not for 8 coins. This needs to be like quadruple the damage, like 6,000 damage. Maybe they don't want to bump up the damage because it might just melt early game bosses, but like 1500 is nothing. And then this, yeah, we spent all our money. Pet, 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 pet. Super Hex. Oh, we don't have our luck bonus anymore. Oh, whoops. These are the order of operations. Always pet the cat, always pet the shopkeeper. Also, you can use the focus mode when you have, like, the ice physics. Like, when you're sliding around at a fixed distance, you can use the focus mode move and you only move half as far. It's very good for doing, like, tight dodges while you're sliding around. Dog. Need to get a little more to the middle that way. Oh, can I not hit them both from here? Oh, wow. That's surprising. I thought the beam would be big enough. My beam just to be a little bit bigger so I can get them both. Please. Alright, I can just go in here now. Once you break the field locks, you can just move between the fields as you like. As long as you don't have the status effect, you can just move in. Actually, this boss fight should be pretty free, because I get to hit all the clones with big laser. We love Tasha in this house. I'm gonna save my Hex for the next phase because then I think she splits into 4. And that way I can pop 4 hexes at the same time. Yeah, this is a good way to do it. This is another really good fight to use the, like, average shots together, holding down the focus. Oh, I'm gonna go far to the right this time. And here I don't get to move, yippee! And then this one, move 1 left. Yeah, she just likes geometry. She likes fighting in geometry, and honestly, who among us doesn't? I think I can actually tag the hitboxes if I'm just right at the edge there. Bang. 869. I'm happy with that for the Tasha fight, because she spends a lot of time in Invincible. Whenever she vanishes, you can't really hit her. I don't know if DOTs go off either. GC equal to higher 1.5. I don't think any of my GCDs. It's my secondary and that's it. This is really nice for Druid, because I think all their GCDs are 1.5 seconds by default. Actually, Storm Dance Gown could be good, because we got this guy, which is a chance to reset whenever we become vulnerable. And since every Spellblade attack hits multiple times, this is really nice. Yeah, I don't think Raven's Dagger is what we want here. I don't care about that. The Gown can actually become really goofy on, like, Druid if you get some special cooldown. Oops.
You'll see what an alpha wolf is capable of.
Not really going to be able to control super well when the Gown pops off, but at the very least, it is more resets on my special, which is always welcome. Yeah, like here I have the ice physics. If you're ever wondering why I'm kind of like stopping after every movement, that's because I'm just sliding around. Oh wow, no procs that time. Like this one you get to dodge bullets while dodging this in solo, whereas in hard mode you still have to do this bit, but you don't have to dodge the bullets. Which is pretty nice. You saw a real dog egg the other day? Lucky. God, I wish that was me. Cannot open that JPEG, but I'm assuming it is a very good dog egg. There's nothing risky about dog eggs. Also, for this boss, she turns off your defensive for one of her attacks, like, completely. So if you have, like, if you're playing, like, Wizard, for example, you want to cast your ley lines before she does that. It's, like, at the end of this phase, I think. Yeah, this is when she would normally do it. Any kind of extra DPS you can gain here, go for it. Minifig? Oh, yeah. I think that should be safe. Oh, right, I have to hit the enemy to charge my Dark Spell. Like, I would say this attack is probably the closest it gets to, like, actual bullet hell stuff. Whenever she does the time stop stuff. But even then, it's, like, it's really slow. You have plenty of time to react. Problem is, the demo for the game, it was a lot more, like, bullet dodging oriented. Like, here you want to pop your defensive. I'm getting really unlucky with my procs now. Now that the luck potion is gone. This attack is a lot more intimidating than it actually is. You just move diagonally. You just move one square diagonally. That's it. That's all you gotta do. She just got the zoomies. The only problem is she's constantly moving back and forth, so it's really easy to accidentally miss one of your shots. Like that, whenever she... Your attacks are wherever the enemy currently is, like they won't automatically try and adjust for their speed or whatever if they're moving around. I think I can actually use my special during this. I think it still does hit her. This one you just do like a little semicircle and kind of move with the bullets. God, I love this spin. This should be Pale Keep now. Okay, yeah, I don't think I want... This would help me pop off the the gown more. The problem is it is one extra hit for an extra spend, like an extra cast of Dark Spell, which I'm using most of them on my specials. I think we just go for levels. Unless I get really lucky and find like the staff that boosts your special damage based on your money count, which I don't think is super likely. I'm just gonna go for levels. Get 9% damage bonus across the board. The nice thing about Spellblade is that most of their attacks, like, they barely slow you down. I think it's like your secondary is kind of the only thing that really works to slow you down. Poison, Super Hex, Dying, Pissing, Shitting. So much, like, I find I get locked in by that attack a lot. I need to see if there's a better way to deal with that. Because, like, I'm even playing a fairly quick class. Like, other classes where you really have to stop can be really rough. I'm almost wondering if this might just be a situation where it's just better to save your defensive to have more uptime on your DPS, rather than having to dodge constantly, you know? Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna save my Hex for the next phase. This boss is actually kind of like a soft enrage check. Because the cleaves just eventually get bigger and bigger and cover the entire screen, which kind of sucks for some of the melee classes if you don't really pop off quickly. Playing something like Assassin. I don't think the axe has like a front or a back. I think it's just one of the situations where you always backstab. I might be wrong. Anything with backstab positionals, like any boss with an animal form, just always gives you backstabs whenever they turn into an animal. Oh hey, speaking of backstab. Apply Spark to all enemies. Spark is really good actually, because I have the Chemist Coat. Or not the Chemist Coat, the Venom Hood. That is an extra... That's like 45 damage? 450 damage? That's 90 times 5, yeah, that'd be 45, 450 damage. So Raiju Crown's probably pretty nice. Bloodfire Brooch could be nice too, that's every time I use an ability. And once you transform, that's everything doing 80. Or I could do Cloud Guard and... Nah, I'm not gonna do that. So I was gonna say, doing it with the Obsidian Hairpin could be fun, but you have to move a lot. 25 rabbit leaps, I believe 5 is half of the screen. 5 rabbit leaps. So you'd have to move like 2.5 full screens to really get that popping off. Yeah, I think we just go for Raiju Crown. Zero thinking. Time to be rude. Boop, 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 boop. I'm rude now. Look, I'm not a rabbit. This is canonical now. Nice chill final boss. It's possible the dodge is just a really tight dodge. It's probably just want to be in a different quadrant of the circle. Triangle Fireballs again? Ugh. Yeah. Alright. I'm sad I never got offered any luck upgrades. Even just like a little bit of extra proc chances would have been very silly, or getting like rabbit luck on something. Bling, 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 bling. Yeah, that does hit the radius of the circle. Just barely. Luck Potion, it's just for a single stage, unfortunately. I want permanent luck ups. I just want permanent rabbit luck. Let me just have all my procs go off constantly. I just want to hold down circle and win. I have actually had builds like that before on like Defender. You just hold down your primary and deal a Brazilian damage. I want to cross over first. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. Tiff is a cat, so rabbit luck doesn't apply anymore. This sucks. Tiff, buff your character. Invent cat luck. I think you actually can. I wonder how easy it would be to like do custom gear stuff or like modify existing gear, do a mod. I also wonder how well that would work in like multiplayer. If you could sync up with other people, or they would have to just like download a separate mod for it, install it. That'd be cool, like have fan-made versions of items, or just like entirely new things altogether. Yeah, I think that has been looking at doing workshop stuff with Game Maker. I think they're not entirely sure, but we'll see. I'm sure somebody will figure it out before long, because it seems like this game is doing pretty well. It's pretty popular. If the dev can't do it, I'm sure that fans will eventually do some kind of modding program. I probably shouldn't have popped my defensive, huh? Or what if I just simply pop my gown? Can I hit 40 times before she becomes invincible? Probably not. Oh my god, I did it. I'm nice. I'm so goddamn nice. Oh no, I'm not saying Game Maker games can't be modded. I'm just saying the dev was looking at getting it like officially set up on Steam and Workshop, which is a little different, I think. This is increased move speed, Spellblade privilege. No way I could do that on like Wizard or Druid or something, probably, if I had still to attack. Invincibility. I'll definitely get her before she does the next kill phase. I keep popping my Dark Spell at 4 stacks. I don't really need to do that. It's easier because I don't have to think about it as much, but I don't really need to, I think. Kind of a waste. It's not optimal DPS. 903. Okay, actually I don't have to go back to the title. I think you can pick difficulty in the lobby. Yeah, Lunar mode I've only done Red Dark House and Scholar's Nest a single time, so it's hard. Lunar mode is hard, as you might imagine. I might have to abuse the pause trick, because the game doesn't like block the screen out whenever you pause, so you can kind of look and see what's going on. If there's like an attack pattern coming up that's really difficult to identify, you can pause and kind of look at it. So I might have to do that. What am I saying? I will have to do that probably. The other problem is I don't get the money bonus because I don't have all the areas unlocked yet. Who should I play as? People are saying like Dancer, Ancient Rabbit, Punch. Might just do Ancient so I can focus on just moving around. One thing I love about the Ancient Rabbit is you get a different pet for every palette. It's not just like different colors for your character. I'm gonna do Eyeball. Orb. Alright, easy. Floofball. No damage Floofball run. Let's go. Let's do Bunny. So you might notice at our health bar, we now have 3 max HP by default. This is bad. So Ancient Rabbit, I believe the plan is just pop secondary as much as possible because it lowers the cooldown on your special. By the time you get enough for a 3rd time, if you use your defensive, you have enough to get it all back. Okay. So I only recently have started being able to get out of the starting area a little more often. God, that still hit me. That still hit me. You have to be so far ahead or behind. Like, I want to save my... I'm just going to call my defensive, actually. It's not worth the risk. Doesn't help that this enemy specifically loves to move around constantly, which is not great for the Ancient Rabbit. I think you also only get a single HP back from loot boxes as opposed to 2. Because I think I've been in a situation where I had 1 HP left and I got a treasure box and it was just 1 health. Okay, defensive cooldown becomes 10 seconds. That could be nice. What's the cooldown right now? Oh, it's 10 seconds. Fantastic. Probably... Is Nightguard gloves? This would hit my secondary, I believe, because I think it's just for an individual hit and not all of them. Haste might be better. I'll just do Haste. It's more flexible. Well, I think we only got a single plus heart because we were full, but I want to say that you only get the 1, I'm pretty sure. Thankfully, the one nice thing about Ancient Rabbit is that her abilities don't really slow her down that much. I think it's like your special, which only goes off once every 20 seconds by default. That's when you gotta thread the bullets around in like a kind of a U pattern. It all comes back to U-shaped bullet hurting. Oh, does it show overhealing? Okay. Alright, what do we got? Every 10 times you were... Oh, this would have been nice for... Red Mage. Okay, so it is only +1 then. Yeah, Ancient is like the summoner in FF14. Red Tanzaku, as far as I can tell, I've seen it go off and it heals you to full very, very, very rarely. I don't know if it does anything else, but I think that's all that I have seen it do, which could be good, but I think we need the damage here. Because it's not at all reliable. I don't know if it goes off after fights or during fights. I saw it pop off once and it had like 5 little heart icons on it, so I think it's just a full HP heal sometimes. Static Shock Earrings could be good because we have multi-hit attacks. Golden Katana is like a 5% chance. So on average, every 20 casts, we'll get 1 pop. No, I think this is probably better because we have the multi-hit attacks. This one you have to stretch really far for the tether. You can't just go like on the other side of the circle. Okay. Pretty clean fight. And now it's time to die. I cannot do Lunar Scholar's Nest reliably yet. Your pet no longer attacks beside you. That brings it down to a single hit. This one's nice because it's less things for me to think about. It just auto-pops your secondary whenever it's ready to go. Or you can do auto-pop special whenever it's ready to go. This one just is increased all damage by 20%, which is not bad. But it also means you can't reset your special as much, so it's more consistent damage across the board, but it's also... you have to be a lot more careful about when you do pop your special. I think I might just do the Emerald special, because usually you do want to try and save your secondary if a boss is jumping around a bunch. Otherwise, it'll just immediately try and jump at a boss across the screen, which you can't really hit. And I think I'm very optimistic in buying this, but it would be really helpful because we don't get the extra 10 gold from starting random. Should I take a level up too? Let's take a level up. Okay. Time for Nightmare. Yeah, this one's really mean because she teleports and you have to be in the circle. But then you have to, oh, I forgot the laser goes off too. But then you have to teleport again afterwards. Here she's going to teleport again, so I want to go to the bottom part. No, because the laser goes the other... oh my god. It's already over. It's already over. She's teleporting, so I gotta go... okay, we want to go to the top. Wait, that goes off second now? Oh my god, she varies the timing on the casts too? That's messed up. I thought if she I could have sworn if she teleported, like, that one always went off first. Oh boy. So yeah, Lunar's hard. Is what I'm saying. No, this variant's actually a lot harder too. Because this one, you have to place the fields apart from each other so you don't, like, teleport onto them. But then at the same time, you can't just, like, teleport left and right forever because they, like, the little damage field pops up first before the thing spreads out. So, like, here, for example, I would take damage if I were to just stay there. That was a little bit of a messy, So, most attacks are not immediately active. Like, when they first pop up, you usually have a bit of time to cross over to where you need, because otherwise they would be physically impossible. The thing is, it is very tight timing. Especially on Lunar mode. We're in the hardest possible difficulty, so it's going to be a little rough. Alright, what do we got here? Yeah, like, it warns you before something happens, but... at the same time, we're on the hardest possible difficulty, so the game is like, okay, you know how to deal with it. Old Bonnet, I don't think that's great for me. Because no, that already does 240 damage. And this is multi-hit, so it doesn't do anything for those. I could get 10 extra damage on my secondary, oh boy. Purple Dow could be nice. Because that does give me a pretty significant chunk of extra damage. What is that? Because it's 240, so that'd be what, 172, I think? So an extra 172 damage. That's about, like, 400 damage. Snake Fang Dagger is a lot more consistent. Maybe I'll just do the dagger. I'll just dagger. If I really wanted to optimize my damage, I'd be trying to save my secondary charges now, but oh right, I forgot that expands. And that slows me down. Fuck. Fuck. They just play Druid. Druid I don't really have to think too much because they just kind of have all their attacks go off automatically. They're basically just like a turret class. Okay, yeah, that was a little rough. That was not a great fight. Oh, wait, did I just stack poison? Hold on. I thought you couldn't stack poison. Hold on. Special cooldown. This would be really good on a class like Druid. But when your cooldown is already 20 seconds, it's not really that meaningful. I think I just want the wing cap, because it lets me move a little faster as well. Oh god. The wolves in the opening area are really tough for certain classes. This one isn't terrible for Ancient, but it's still kind of a pain in the butt if you want to hit me a secondary. Probably I would say this is the easiest, like, boss in the first area, though, because it's just basically the hard mode pattern again. There's just some really easily telegraphed bullets to dodge. And you're safe the entire time as long as you're, like, in the lines. Just moves around a lot. Hard to set down fields if you're playing like Druid or something. I almost wonder if I should maybe try the Dragon Zone. Practice that a little bit. Alright, what do we got? 30% chance of restoring abuse of your secondary. That could be nice. Reduce cooldown on secondary. That's also good. Also, maximum uses are increased. Number of hits reduced, gains 3 uses per cooldown. There's 2 usages of your secondary when used. I think I'll go for the secondary upgrade. The Sapphire. Because just getting extra charges and having it come back faster, like I don't have to worry about popping my defensive and potentially leaving myself in a bad spot to use invincibility. Was this the one that teleports? No, this is the easy version of this fight. So I think the other variant is the one where she sets down the gravity field and then teleports around. And says, "Solve my maze, Superman!" And then I die. This one is just you dodge bullets a bunch and you get pushed down a tiny bit. Always happy to see this variant of the fight. Teleports while locked on a horizontal tether. This one's not too bad, although I've gotten myself a little locked in a corner sometimes. I'm gonna try and conserve my defensive because I have messed up a bunch on this boss before. Just gotta be like absolutely remember where your teleports are and when it's going off. I'm losing a little bit of DPS by not, you know, refreshing my secondary whenever it comes off from my special, but, I'd rather be alive. I like not dying and not being dead. Right, we can finish off with the last phase here. We got enough DPS. Oh, this is the one where they, like, pseudo-introduce the teleport mechanic to you. So this one I want to park myself here, because that'll put me in the right spot. And then we get teleported to the center. Okay, not too bad. This one I'm still not 100% on. So this one I go left, up, and then right. But this is the one that also adds the additional circles. think we want to do, like... No, that puts me in the laser. I think this should be good. Okay, yeah, that's good. I forgot, because this one puts you outside the circle with the last teleport, unlike hard mode. Alright, up and then down and then center. So this, I think, is the correct answer. Yeah, that should be correct. This is the mini-boss, by the way. This is not the full area boss. Alright, left, right... Oh, this one. We'll move up here. I'll go left again. Okay. I think I was safe there, but I popped defensive just in case. Alright, this one is the same as the pattern we saw in hard, except there's now bullet dodging. Okay. Pretty clean. Alright, so right, up, left, down. This one also has bullets, by the way, in case you're wondering. Down. Right. This one's not too bad, you just have to remember the order in which the things pop up. This one was down, then up, then left, so this should be correct. Repeat of this guy again. I need to do more damage, though. I think I might hit Enrage soon. Yep, she's enraging. Yeah, DPS requirements are pretty strict on Lunar. Oh, come on. I'm kind of surprised that wasn't enough DPS, really. I felt like I was doing pretty alright there. I guess maybe, or not Scholar, Ancient Rabbit doesn't do like a ton early on. They kind of ramp up. Every 10 seconds or sets defensive cooldowns. Not bad. Debuffs you place. We do have the Snake Fang Dagger, so that is more damage. Plus it is a little bit more damage on my other abilities. It's like 60 extra on this guy, 30 extra on this guy. This one, I cannot take Boulder Shield. Stone Skin is nice, but it will actually kill me. It's also just a 5-second buff. It's not like a... It's not even like you can just play it, you know, you use it one time and then you just have Stone Skin going forward. It's... You have it for 5 seconds. So you have to plan on getting hit within 5 seconds of using your defensive, which... Not really a good trade-off for slowing you down. I think Venom Hood is probably the plan here. Yeah, we only got 1 HP. Okay, let's see how we do. Let's dump all our cooldowns so we can do that immediately. Alright, up, left, or up, right, and then left. Teleport left here. Gotta keep my eye out for more teleportation markers appearing. Okay, let's see where we're going here. Left and then right and then up. So we start on the left or on the right side. Go to the middle, and then we teleport in between these guys. Yeah, I think I kind of need to just be using my defensive as much as possible. I can't just save it for when I'm in trouble. Okay, this one, I think I want to go up here to start. I don't remember this go... Okay, no, that goes off first, then you go in the circle. Then we get a vertical lock. I'm just gonna pop defensive so I can safely get through there. Alright, middle, left, right. So we teleport up and then to the right. So here we don't actually move. So up and then right. Oh, I forgot about that one. Up and then left. Okay. Don't call me pathetic. Rude. Fresh. I think I'm gonna have to, like, watch footage of other people doing this. So I legitimately don't think I could just, like, do this every time and also go through every run beforehand. Like, it would just take way, 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 way too long. Just have to do an entire run before you get an attempt at a boss, you know? Okay, let's see. I'm cheating here, I don't care. So this is... I think I'm gonna go bottom... I want to go below the left side spinner, I believe. Maybe not. No, I do, because everything else is unsafe. Top left might also be an option, but I don't think I need to go there. And that... Okay, I think I gotta go, like, right up here. Okay, no, that was correct. Okay. I don't feel bad about using that to learn the fights, because, again, in multiplayer you can't really do that. You can't just pause the game whenever. It is illegal. Alright, time for more time stop. Okay, teleport, vertical lock. That is going clockwise. And then we get teleported back out. So I think I want to do... Do I just stay in the middle? No. Maybe I just stay in the middle. Because that puts me in the circle. Okay, I don't think that was... Oh, you get that keeps spinning afterwards. Oh my god. Okay, no, that's not the correct answer then. I probably have to be, I don't know how I deal with that. Because you get vertically locked afterwards, so you would have to... You couldn't be too close to the center, otherwise you would just get caught in laser. You'd have to be farther away. Ugh. This is a rough fight, man. Lunar mode is rough. Someday. I'll have to chip away at it. I'm gonna try and attempt at the no damage normal mode clear. Starting with the fluffin', because I think it's like, what is it? In options? No, where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, I never even noticed these ones. When I run a normal or above without talking to Asha. When I run a normal or above without opening treasure chests or defeat 275 bosses. Oh, maybe it doesn't show it here. But I know there is one for clearing normal or above, or at least it might just be getting through the final area without taking damage. Got the unlock for beating a boss in normal mode while playing on cute. It is possible, like, everything can just be done by defeating bosses. It's just you can unlock them faster if you do the conditionals, but I don't think there is anything that is completely locked out aside from, like, the hard and lunar mode palettes for characters. I think everything else is doable. Even if you play lower mode, you're just gonna play a lot. Alright. Let's do Druid. Let's do Banana Druid. I will be turning off Lunar mode. Dancer's really fun. Dancer can be... Oh, that's the credits. I was like, wait, did I just unlock a new area? What's this flash? Oh, there's a story... Oh, hang on. There's a story event in the credits? Hold on. Wait, how long has this been here? Because there's credits in the options screen, but that's different. No boss run. Oh, I guess this is just like the actual credits versus the one that just you go to the options menu. All the animals are friends again. Damn, touching grass kind of rules. We still haven't gotten to do the frog zone. I just realized. This is kind of cute. I thought it was just going to be like the game credits and the separate options menu to stop like multiplayer runs from kind of going long, you know? That's cool that they just have like a separate epilogue section. I'm still curious about there's one plot thread that I have not fully resolved yet. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. Social life, who needs it? Having access to a Twitch chat and Discord is basically the same as having friends, right? Dog. She's not wrong. Spends her entire fight disappear. Ah, I make joke. I'm just waiting for, like, you go to the final area. Alright, you get no upgrades. You're gonna fight every boss at the same time. Good luck! Also, I noticed one of the testers' names there in the credits is the same as one of the bosses. Probably intentional. Excuse me. Hug it out, hug it out, hug it out. You can't tell, but they're hugging. Mod your own hugging animation in. How long has this credits thing been here? Ah, please shut up. The dragons have finally gotten off their highest of horses. It's a game about friendship. When is that little shit gonna show up? I'm waiting. I am waiting for the post-credits singer. What about you? Where are all the cats here? You're the only cat in the game. What are all the cats doing? What the cat doing? What's the spell you're doing? There's still something else going on. Because there's still one encounter that has not yet been explained or elaborated upon yet, and I'm very curious. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, don't you get a trinket for doing... Yeah, you get the diamond tiara. I kind of hope they change the unlock conditions on this, just like win a run on Lunar difficulty, because it's not always possible to get a full squad. I feel like everything else is, like, doable. Like, this one is, like, pass through with a party of at least 3, but you can also get it on hard mode. Or maybe that's just if you're playing multiplayer. I kind of wish there'd be, like, these would be changed for single-player stuff. I know it's only cosmetic stuff, but still. Diamond. Alright, we gotta do floof ball, though. Alright, just make sure we're on normal, random route. Okay. Yeah, the epilogue where you only fight cats. So the goal here is do not take damage. Which shouldn't be not easy, but should be a lot more relaxing compared to hard mode. I just want to do a druid run. Druid is very consistent. You're rarely going to be topping DPS charts or anything like that, but your attacks hit basically anywhere on the screen, and you have the auto-fire butterflies that kind of make it impossible to miss with, as long as they're not constantly moving around the screen, so usually you can at least have a nice baseline to build off. Yeah, I believe when the floof takes damage, it defloofs. That's a good indicator on whether or not you are succeeding. It might just be go through the last area, I'm not sure. Really doesn't do that hit for 100 damage or less, now hit for 100 damage. Not great for Druid. None of these are incredible. Flow decks can pop off with the secondary sometimes, but you really gotta play around that. Might go for it. If I get the lightning ball that just hits the entire screen, that's a really good option for it at least. Oh my god, I don't have to dodge any spinners. This is the greatest day of my life. Because you can't spam your secondary like other classes. You can only have one field on screen at a time with Druid. So there's no point in like multicasting it in rapid succession. At the very least, though, it does give you 70% extra damage once you cast it, which is really good. Most of the trinkets have like a different thing, like the what's it called? Some of them are like distance based, some of them are whenever you level up, whenever you deal damage, whenever you get money. Just little fun things like that. Ninjutsu Scroll would be absolutely busted if it was whenever your special dealt damage, but it's just whenever you cast your special. This one is just 2 seconds less for my defensive, which isn't terrible. I can at least lower the cooldown of my special if I'm a little lucky, so I might go for that. Ugh. This one I just cast my field in the middle and then just kind of focus on primary and special. Might try and pop flow decks. There we go. If you try and put down a field when she's in the corner, you're just never gonna hit. She's always moving. Hey, there we go, frog time. Pet cat, pet cat, pet cat. I don't like the exploding butterflies. Field is for less time, damage per hit is slightly increased. Oh, this means it goes off faster. I might just save my money. Chance to gain a use every time you use an ability. I'm gonna take the golden potion. I'm gonna buy 2 level ups because I want to save money in case I need to buy 2 gem molds next run, next store. Because I'd really rather just have like the lightning orb for my secondary if I can. This is the other problem. Frogs like to move around a lot. Generally with this boss it just means your field hits half of all the times it goes off. Was that kind of a bossa nova beat? What time's it in Japan? I think I can hit both of them with the middle, actually. I'm invincible now. You hate this. I'm gonna try and pop off the flow decks here. There we go. Just get a Brazilian damage on it. Not great at dodging this attack. Get that extra cash. It's gonna be loaded next time. Next level. Oh god, this is so chill compared to hard mode. Here's a color, match it. Good job. Have $1 million. Like hard mode has the expanding circle here. You gotta deal with all the bullshit going on. Here's like you have to stand in a circle and match a color. Can you do it? You got the the dragon boss I think generally is... I find her to be harder than a lot of the other bosses in the game. I'm taking my time though. I'm gonna get going a little faster. You'll get there. I believe in you. Druid is one of the classes where your defensive does absolutely nothing to improve your DPS. So you can just focus entirely on, like, if you're in trouble, if your teammates are in trouble. Although even then, it just gives them haste. I don't think it gives them invincibility. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, at least. Okay, I thought that was a stop moving for a second. I was like, oh, but I'm moving. But I'm moving. Should I do that? Just zhuzh over here. Okay, got her. Let's see what this loot item is. Can I get it like a special cooldown? That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty poggers. If I get the one that gives you like defensive, like you get 3 seconds cooldown, but you can't use your defensive. All damage increased by 30%. Your primary and secondary gain cooldowns of 2 seconds. I probably don't want that. Actually, secondary isn't too bad. Primary having a cooldown isn't great though. Means I'll have a good amount of downtime. It's basically a 2-second GCD because everything else is 1.5. Like, special radius is whatever. Your bullets have really small explosions on your special anyways. And Blood Vial is... it's not terrible, but it's only 60 seconds. It's good for classes that hit a lot for a little bit of damage. I think I might go for Lancer Gauntlets. Because again, the cooldown of my secondary literally does not matter. You're not casting it that quick. I'm gonna go for Lancer Gauntlets. Risk it for the biscuit. Because it also improves, like, the secondary damage too, which is really good. Alright, tethered. I'll just repop my special, that way I get a lot of damage. It keeps stinging. Keep moving. Stop moving. Keep moving. Stop. Oh, that's just the cooldowns on my abilities that are resetting now because they have cooldowns now. I'm so used to that sound meaning your special is ready to go or something, you know? There you go, get my flow decks going. So if I get like the Blaze Walker boots or whatever, the ones that reduce your cooldown by 3 seconds, and you get the upgrade, that means you get to cast constantly. Basically just means you cast your special whenever it's off. I think you waste like 1.5 seconds, but it ends up being more DPS. I think it'll slow header? Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. Weirdly enough, this phase is actually kind of hard on, well, you know, it's hard mode, so it's supposed to be hard, but it's like, it feels way more difficult on hard mode. Because it adds in these extra orbs that you have to deal with as well. Alright, purple. I also really appreciate that they give you a shape to follow as well, it's not just the color. I also wonder what this fight looks like on Lunar, because I haven't gotten to it yet. Someday. Until I can consistently do, like, all those fights, I think it doesn't even matter. I just wish I could pick, like, a random start to get a little bit more money and also get more of a variety of enemies to fight against, you know? Rather than just doing the same fights over and over again. Because eventually I'll get really good at them, but until you get to that point, it's difficult. Yeah, intro basically gives you a random place to go to, and then you have to, you have to start from there going forward. But once you clear all the, once you've cleared all the stages at least one time, you can then pick a different start, or you can pick a random starting area, which gives you more gold. In exchange for not being able to choose a fight that you're really good at or whatever. Okay. Frog down, you got to see frog. Got a lot of cash. Alright, let's see if we can hopefully get the cooldown reduction on my special. Oh god, we got the explode. Actually, no, this could be good. That means more procs for my... what's it called? It's more procs for my katana. Or for my ninjutsu scroll. And there's the lightning ball, so this is also really nice. I don't want... No, I don't want that. I'll take these, buy another gold potion. Because this one sets down a lightning ball, and it just hits the entire screen, you don't have to worry about aiming it. So it synergizes really nicely with the flow decks, because then you can just pop it whenever it's ready to go, and you'll hit with it. And then this one means I can cast multiple butterflies. Still don't really like the delayed explosion, but we'll manage. Actually, I don't even have to aim that one. I don't have to worry about, like, splitting the difference, you know? just have to make sure you drop your butterflies relatively close to where the enemy is. An enemy that moves around a lot, forget it, it's over. Okay, this one still kind of follows the same rules of the hard mode fight. That's the one thing I'm worried about, running into a fight that just follows completely different rules. It's like a completely different pattern, because chances are I will not be used to it. I've been mostly playing hard mode over the past week. Alright, laser time. Butterfly, butterfly, butterfly. Oh, this one just keeps moving. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. In hard mode, you can kind of trivialize this attack by just swapping to the other side, but here you actually have to move around a lot more. Actually, it seems like if I'm moving constantly, the flow dex state roughly lines up with when I want to pop my secondary anyways. It's not bad, although that's a little too early. Oh yeah, this is a completely different pattern now. This one's just circles. It's not the expanding zones. Butterflies. There's also a gem for your primary that resets the cool... or not resets it, but it lowers the cooldown on your special for Druid. That one's also really nice. Okay. Yeah, like doing your rotation, that's kind of the hard part of just raiding in general and like any MMO, is not only you're dodging all the stuff, but then you also have to press buttons in a good order. It's a lot of plate spinning, like I said. Is it really a 6-second cooldown on the explosions? That feels longer than it actually is. When standing still for 1 second, your special deals 40% more damage. I don't think I want that. Special's cooldown becomes 30 seconds. Every 8 seconds, this loot item resets your special and charges it. So this is really good with items that can reset the cooldown on loot items. Functionally, it is faster, like it's a faster cooldown. But yeah, I would definitely recommend Druid. I think Druid's probably the easiest of the 5 starting classes. Just because you want to learn how to play Druid optimally. You put down Butterfly whenever it's off cooldown. You drop a field on an enemy whenever it's not at 6 or whenever it's not full there. And then you just use your primary until your Butterfly comes back. And then you just repeat that over and over again. Dark Mage Charm, I don't know if it works with, like, snapshots. Heavy Blade is pretty straightforward, it's just that it's a melee class, so you may find yourself in a weird spot if you're trying to focus on dodging. Druid basically just hits the entire screen at all times. And yeah, your primary auto targets as well, it doesn't really have, like, a limitation. So, like, basically you just, you know, Butterfly whenever it's off cooldown, and then drop your field if an enemy is primarily standing still, and then you just shoot at it. Heavy Blade does have a gap closer, but it is on a cooldown. It can also be awkward because it'll sometimes move you into attacks. That's why I generally recommend Druid, but play whatever you like. If you enjoy Heavy Blade more, go for that. So yeah, this is technically that loot item that I got is a 1 second faster cooldown at the moment, although if I find a loot item that reduces cooldowns even more, we're in business. We are on the gravy train. Druid's really fun. Druid's really chill. You don't even have to deal with the cross lasers during this? Oh my god. I want to live here forever. I will say it is really fun when an enemy just drops across the screen and you're like, nope, I'm over there. I live here now. Oh, I got more charges on my butterflies. I gotta use them. Spend your butterflies. Yeah, Dancer is hilarious. Sometimes you just get, like, the most ridiculous proc chains. And they pop off pretty easily, too. They get, like, some really goofy setups sometimes. Oh, it's only a single charge on the special, though. It doesn't charge all the butterflies. Bummer. Bummer, man. God, you don't even have to deal with spinners on this attack. I want to live here. I'm gonna drop some butterflies before she comes back. Okay, this attack is still pretty much the same. Probably a little bit of a waste of the secondary there, but whatever.
Andy, your DPS is not optimal.
Is this correct? Okay, that is safe. I know this is technically cheating, but I... Actually, yeah, that is correct. Just in case. I wasn't sure if that was the same pattern. I think it is slightly different. No, my damage, it's over. I guess we'll just finish the run out and see if I do actually have to go all the way to the end. Like if it's an entire damageless run, or if it's just the final area with no damage. We'll see. Damn dragons. Always ruining my runs. My flu is ruined now. It probably just has to be no damage the entire run, because I don't think it ever comes back now. Damn, damn, damn. Ooh, haste. UCD speed is quickened, but it still has a cooldown, so it's not really helpful. Now, we're not right at the end. We still have the Crow Zone to go through. Crow and then Pale Keep. It's very possible I still take more damage. Feels bad. I'm so mad I'm gonna buy a million level ups. There wasn't a golden potion, was there? No. Angry pet. Oh, at the end of the dragon fight, yeah. Again, it's like the weirdness with normal mode. I haven't played in forever, so... that pattern caught me off guard because it's different from the hard mode one. It's not just the hard mode with less stuff to do. Got pretty good DPS though. I know there's also like speedrun achievements. I don't know if I have all of them though. I feel like I might. Do you? Oh no, you don't actually gain charge for your like rabbit leap movement. I was kind of curious if you can do that while you're locked into a location, but you can't. It's not allowed. You have to actually be physically moving around the screen. You can't just be pushing up against a lock zone. Can you solve my devilish puzzle? Oh, this one's smart. Crows are very condescending to you. Ah, stupid rabbit. I bet you can't even solve 1 + 1. On Lunar mode, this is... You saw. You all saw. You all saw what I went through. The horror. The horror of order of operations. Yeah, I think the plan is, like, try not to move too much so I can proc flow decks after the first rotation of explosions from the lightning field. It's not just a full health thing with the flute, is it? I don't think it is. I think it's ruined once you do that. Cooldown resets. Ooh. Storm Dance is kind of... that's okay. I think we want the Lightning Bow, because we have percentage chances on our secondaries now. Or on our special, sorry. Like, Lightning Bow is hilarious on Dancer. Just, you windmill slam that as soon as it shows up, because... basically everything aside from your special and your second, or your defensive have RNG chances. Oh, that's cool. Even getting shoved around in the circles, that counts for rabbit leap movement too. Just noticed. Oh, this is so goddamn chill. Well, the butterflies, they don't do multiple hits anymore. It's only like a single hit. Because they just explode a single time now. Actually, which one am I teleporting to the left? Like, if you had the base butterflies, which shot, like, you know, 4 or 6 shots, whatever it is, then yeah, they'd be good. They'd be good there, but now I have the exploding ones. It's only a single pointed, like, a single hit. Let's go up top for that. Be easier to deal with. That's another important thing, is one of the things I really like is you have to really pay attention to like how the items interact with your abilities and debuffs and such. It's not just a matter of take the one that give big number. Sometimes the one that give little number is better. Yeah, that's the other thing too, like your gem rolls, whichever ones you have. God, you don't have to do any spinning during this. Look at this, look what I don't have to do. So people have actually done that, I've done that. If you have enough DPS, you can bottom out their health bar before they transform, because it looks like just a single one. They do in fact have more health, it just doesn't show it. So you can't just clown a boss before they transform, because that would be kind of silly. Look, it's less time to use your busted build, so it's there for a reason. Alright, middle. Actually, no, we teleport, and then... okay, it's a right side teleport. Although, we gotta do this first? Okay, that's what it is. Pretty simple. I think I might do one more attempt at the normal damageless clear after this. UCD slowed. Okay, this one's really good. Because I get 3 charges on my special now, so this is a really nice combo with the exploding ones, the 3 use. There's another one that deploys the exploding butterflies, but you don't get multiple uses, it's just like a single one. I definitely want to go for that. Because haste is nice. Bang. Yeah, we already get it. Actually, is that just like nearly permanent uptime? I think it pretty much is. Let's get flow decks. It's like there's 3 seconds between them, but it recovers in time. That's pretty good, actually. Yeah, like, it's basically just one big health bar. It's just that it shows you the little one first. Like, it shows you a portion of their health and be like, haha, that's their full health. That's all they got. Because they gotta make it exciting. I don't know if this area has a separate battle track versus standby. I think it might just be the one theme. Yeah, I think it's just the one track. Because yeah, every area in the game has like a battle theme and then a calm theme. I think this one's just the one though. Well, I should have done special first. I messed up. Or defensive first, I should say. Reapply haste. Yeah, this is a really nice setup actually. So you can just immediately have it ready, charged to go. You can just pop your haste up again whenever it runs out. That's a really nice setup, actually. Is that 1,029 damage from my katana? Oh, that was probably the bow. Because this is 319 times 3, so even a crit wouldn't do that much. I think that was the bow getting a crit. When you place a debuff on your opponent, your defense have a 50% chance of resetting. Do I? I don't think I do any debuffs. I do not. Special and defensive have 30% chance of instantly resetting when used. Gemini necklace, huh? Gemini necklace, huh? I will not accept this. I wonder if the special resets, is that a full 3 charge again? Oh my god, I think that's a full recharge. That's wild. That's kind of cracked. If I got like rabbit luck on top of that, hello. Bang, 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 butterfly, 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 butterfly. Wish I had this on the red mage. Butterfly, butterfly, butterfly. Butterfly, 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 oh. You can't bring any potions into this boss fight, unfortunately. So you can't, like, have a luck potion ready to go here. Yeah, defensive basically never runs out. I'm mostly just using it for haste, though. And it doesn't really help that much, actually, because I still have the hard cooldown. Haste doesn't reduce cooldowns, it's just GCDs. So it actually doesn't help. It just lets me drop more butterflies faster, which is still good. Just not quite as busted as it could be, you know? I'll still pop it because it is faster at GCDs. I can get back to whatever I need to do. Yeah, I've had like really bonkers druid setups before. Oh no, I used my defensive. How am I gonna get another one before she recovers? How many butterflies was that in a row? Like 10? There's still more. There's still more. This is a little much. Butterfly, 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 butterfly. What's your rotation? Butterfly, 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 butterfly. It's literally been like 30 uninterrupted butterflies. This is wild. That was bonkers. Sometimes you get lucky. I want to try one more attempt at the damage list. Who should I play as? Bruiser is a little tricky to get into position with, so I might not play her for this. Because I want a character that is pretty consistent. And weirdly enough, I think Dancer might be the answer. This one, I think the plan is usually use Warcry, pop special, and then start fishing for procs. I think it is technically higher DPS to get, like, use your 2 primaries and then do a single secondary to try and get these back up. Because your secondary is slightly less damage than your primary, but it does let you move while moving, or it lets you attack while moving freely, I should say. Alright. Excuse me. Dancer special is hilarious because it covers basically the full screen. It is possible to miss, but you have to be like the ass end of the corner, apart from the boss. Warcry is also really nice in parties because it gives it to everybody in your group. We're going to be trying to find anything that has like luck-based procs. Anything that goes off on procs is really good. Hydra's Blob is funny, but it's not. This isn't incredible unless you have a way to reduce loot cooldowns or reset them. What is that? 150, 150. This is a 10-second cooldown, though. I'll just do Ivy Staff. Easy to use. Another nice thing for bosses like this, your primary hits both sides, so as long as you're in the center of the screen, you'll basically hit whatever. It's not like the, you know, Defender or Bruiser attacks where it's very, like, limited. Poison that orb. Cooldown resets every time I use my special, huh? Guess what I can reset with both my primary and secondary abilities. 30% chance of resetting every time your primary or secondary is used. This one's also fun if you get the item that goes off whenever like a chance proc succeeds. Because it's like a separate RNG chance on your secondary. But right now I think Throwing Dagger is the play here. Because we can drop specials like they're going out of style. Plus it's from a distance too, so I can even hit stuff from far away, which is really nice. The Warcry for good measure. Special. There's also a gem for your special that makes it reset even more often. It's like a 50% chance now instead of 30 for both the primary and secondary. It's really good if you can find that. And you have a build that goes into your special. Cooldown is greatly reduced, but no longer randomly resets. I don't know that I want that. Deals more damage, has a larger radius, but stops movement on use. Damage is increased and no longer slows movement on use. This is... Oh, this is invincibility to everybody for 2 seconds, so this is really nice for parties. Not so great for me, though. You already get iframes on your special anyways. And if you need both seconds, if you need the 2 seconds to survive an attack, you're probably doing it wrong. I think I'll save my money. Just stick with a luck potion for now. Because not having to slow down for primary is pretty nice. Oh, there's no rings for this. Wow. I love that for me. I'm not in range anymore. Because with this, the only thing that's going to slow me down now is my special. Your primary for Dancer slows you down a little bit normally, but now it's basically just free movement. I think secondary slows you down a tiny bit. Yeah, you get a little bit of slowdown with your secondary, but usually you're fine. You can deal with almost every pattern with that normally. It's not full movement forever. I still have my special that locks me, not in place, but it slows you down a lot. Really, I want to get more proc chances. I want to get more luck. If I can get the rabbit luck special, for example, I'll probably slam dunk that. Haste is also really nice for Dancer because it lets you get your rolls more often. The one that gives you 1.1 second GCDs also isn't bad, but it's not as effective on Dancer as it is for someone like Druid. You get that on Druid, you laugh and you take that immediately. Foolishness. Take that Warcry, get some damage. Alright, so this one is... I want to be up here. Because the circles don't pop off until after you teleport. So you're actually safe to stand in them. Just, I believe the lasers, like the cross lasers, still go off. So you gotta be careful there. Pop Warcry, why not? Oh no, this attack, huh? Actually, this one's not nearly as complex, so I probably am safe just by doing this. Yeah, it's literally just a single teleport, it's nothing. After what I've been dealing with on like hard and lunar mode, this is just like, okay. Oh, I don't remember the order this resolves in. I think you teleport first. Yeah, we teleport first, then we get in the circle. Anything that, like, something deviates slightly from the hard or lunar mode pattern, that's when I'm like, oh, what do I do? Special deals 200% more damage, GCD is increased by 2.5. Movement speed is also moderately reduced, no thank you. Every 10 times use an ability, reset your specials cooldown, gain flash, int. That is more specials. Yeah, I think we go for that. Flow strength would be pretty nice with the primary, but I think we're just going full in on specials. Functionally, it's not gonna make a huge difference, I think, but just a little bit more consistency when it comes to resetting your special, you know? Because then you get stuff like that where you use your special and then it immediately resets itself. Plus you get flash int, which is really nice. It's, I want to say... I don't remember if flash is 50 or 100% extra damage. It's pretty good. I ain't complaining. Get in the circle. Get on the ball. Are you on the ball? Get on the ball. Alright, we're going right. Unfortunately, the flash buffs do wear off as soon as you cast an ability, so if it's not the special, like if you're planning on slam dunking a different ability, then you need to be real careful you don't pop something else and waste it. You still do get the ability off cooldown, which is nice, but yeah, it's generally better to try and go for the bonus damage if you can help it. Cool, moving on primary is really nice too. I love that. Being able to move, it's one of those things where, like, on normal and below, I find it's not super important, but, like, once you get up to hard and lunar, some of the patterns are really tight. Alright, so we just stay at the bottom and we're good. Actually, I forgot about the orbs. I find that the big orbs dropping down from the sky, they tend to pop really quickly, so you can't spend too much time inside of them, like, just chilling. One last special off before... Okay, so this is... Teleport to middle... And then orbs. Okay, you teleport slightly off the center of the middle. That's what you want to do for that attack. At least on normal. I haven't been using Warcry much. I probably should. Can't go too fast during this attack, otherwise you run to the bullets. The bullet. I think this should be the last time freeze. Alright, what do we got? Orb in middle, get in middle, and then... Okay, we go on the left side. We should be good. Got real scared there when I saw the teleporter start to resolve. It's like, the orb is still there. Hello? Hello? Mods? Alright, dragon time. This is where I messed up last time. I almost wonder if maybe I should do these attempts and start with the red dark house. Ooh, rabbit luck. That's a really nice one. Cooldown is greatly increased. And then it also does a lot more damage. Chance to reset your defensive. Oh, do I have enough for both of these? That could be busted. Oh no, this one can't be reset with rabbit luck. Never mind. Rabbit luck is really, really busted. So usually they make it, you cannot spam it over and over again. I forgot about that. Like, we're mostly going for the loot procs here. Like the throwing dagger and all that. The emerald, getting a little more damage on the special is nice, but I don't think it's, like, mission critical here. I think I'm gonna go for the rabbit luck. Oh, I could even afford both of them if I wanted to. I'll take the gold potion. So this is now every time we use an ability, it's gonna reset the cooldown while we have rabbit luck. It's only a 5-second buff, but oh boy, what a buff. That's what we like to call big damage. Actually, I need to pop rabbit luck after I get that proc, because I'm wasting some of the cooldowns for it. So I do it that way. I think I want to do my special first and then pop it. That way it just immediately resets, guaranteed. Yeah, because otherwise I'm wasting a GCD without any bonus from that. Having rabbit luck in a party is hilarious too, because everybody gets guaranteed crits. For 5 seconds, you just get to go ham. Oh, I did it wrong again. Yeah, I think I can get an extra cycle of special reset there, guaranteed. No escape, predictable. Pathetic. It's too bad you can't have the special reset itself via a proc like that, but that's not how Rabbit Luck works, or at least not how my special works right now. I don't like this angle. Can't really attack on my primary. Oh, right spot. I was not in the right spot and I didn't have my cooldown. Fantastic. Oh man. Well, we'll finish out the run regardless. I guess I had to be behind it. I'm so used to doing this with the lasers. Here I gotta be all the way on the other side, goddamn. Right, that slows you down. Well, we're not gonna be getting the low damage, or the no damage running here, unfortunately. Yeah, it's always the dragons. Maybe I should just do this area first in normal. Dang dragons. When you place a debuff on an opponent, I don't place debuffs. Only place debuffs. Actually, I do have poison. Midsummer Dress is also really nice for certain classes, because for stuff like, you know, Wizard, where you have to almost stop to do your primary, that's really good. Or for Druid, where a lot of your abilities slow you down. Maybe just go for the Crow Feather Hairpin, though. Kind of synergizes with poison. Plus it makes my primary very likely to reset my special now with the poison application. You know, when Rabbit Luck also isn't doing that guaranteed. I'll still finish out the run, though I want to get more practice. Oh, that was flash in, damn. That was the worst timing. Rabbit Luck is really funny. Just everything works. Also, if you get the item that increases your buff time, it's really, really good. So I believe it does affect Rabbit Luck in that regard. So it goes from like 5 to 7 or 8 seconds, something like that. I think it's like 7.5. Having 8 seconds of guaranteed crits and proc resets is really, really good. I'm actually noticing a lot of my procs are kind of stepping on each other's toes here. Because, like, I've got the flash int popping off when I've already got, like, RNG stuff going off, too. It's not that it's useless, it probably still does help, but I'm probably, quote-unquote, wasting some of them. It is possible to hit her between charges, like when she's going between the screen. You actually get a music track if you kill her while she's charging. You can also just, you know, kill a certain amount of bosses, get the same unlock, but it's funnier that way. We love comedy here. Want to be here? No, I don't. That's good. I gotta learn these patterns. That's why we do this. It's practice. It should be far enough away. Yeah, it lets me go. I keep getting flash in whenever I pop my Rabbit Luck. Our DPS actually isn't that wild right now. Like, it's better than normal. It's just a lot of that fight is invincibility. But it's not that wild. Hey, chance of resetting is higher. Love to see that. You get a pet for that. Chance to hit twice more. I think I'll just buy both of these, and then if I find the item that gives me, like, chance for things to happen whenever a proc goes off, I think I'll just slam dunk that. Because this on its own is really good. The 50% chance to reset is really good. Now we can pretty consistently pop the kunai. Get in the line. I don't know if I can do that. Plus, with all the other procs we've got going off as well, it's pretty good odds when we use our primary something is going to reset. And, you know, rabbit luck just makes it guaranteed. There we go. Breaking the 4-digit barrier. I've seen some people get over 10k. I would love to see what build they had for that, because Jesus Christ. On, like, single targets, too. Not even, like, multi-target fights. I have no idea how you do that. You'd have to have, like, the perfect build. Like, the absolute perfect things you could possibly find for your character. I wonder what class it was on. I don't even remember. I think I just saw a screenshot of somebody with, like, 10k, and I just got a fugue state from seeing the big number. I'll stretch the tether. Well, I just noticed on normal mode it actually shows you like an additional icon saying like exactly above your character's head when you're far enough away for it to break. I don't think that exists in hard or above. Probably a nice little bonus for normal mode players. Am I safe here? It's a little tight. Although I think it's only for the first time it happens in this fight, so it's probably just for normal and below. All those resets, all the procs. Yum, I love it. Flash int, love that. They're gonna be over here, yeah. I also still need to try the get to final boss without opening a loot box. I don't... Actually, does this work for Rabbit Luck? Okay, cooldown cannot be reset, but it can be shortened, so this is actually pretty nice. The Kappa Shield. Every time I gain a buff, gain another random buff for 5 seconds. I think it's just Rabbit Luck. I don't know if Flash Int counts as a buff. I don't remember if it does or not. Because it has the icon, I just don't know if that actually does count for it. I might just do Kappa Shield, more Rabbit Luck. Desert Earrings are very funny for certain classes and setups, but with the Rabbit Luck passive, or the defensive, it's really difficult to be constantly popping buffs on your character. There's a Kappa Shield. If you get, like, Book of Cheats, that actually works pretty nicely, though. We don't have that. Yeah, there's the knockback. Gonna run that. Yeah, this one does not have a knockback. And it's got a mean trick where you have to stay in between the two lines there. So slow. Why you do this to me, Maddie? Yeah, this one's way, way, way easier than normal. You don't have to do any clockwise stuff here either, it's just like left and right, I think. Yeah. Sax solo. Mice of the round, here we go. I probably should just pop special there, honestly. Hadouken. Hadouken. I think the mice actually do have different HP. It's even trying to target them equally. Sometimes it just feels like they will take different amounts of damage. Which makes sense, they're all, you know, different classes. One of the little in-between interstitial events is really funny. It's like enough, I think you have all of them there, gathered up. Enough for like a full light party. I see. I'm gonna have to ban the term best viewers, huh? I think on normal this area actually had, like, this attack is a safe spot if you're just not there. Where is it? I think it's like right in the corner. No, maybe I'm thinking of a different attack. I thought you did. Whatever, this attack is not very difficult to dodge anyways, I know there's a safe spot in multiplayer. Maybe it's just that variant of this pattern. I'm pretty sure. I'll try some magic. I'll turn my frying pan into a drying pan. Still love that they're trying to sell, like, viewer bots as though it does anything. Like, if you're trying to apply for partner, Twitch has pretty good tools to check to see whether or not you are in fact viewbotting. Like, there have been cases of people trying to get partnered in the past, be like, oh, I'm using viewbots, and they absolutely got detected. Because they also pay attention to, like, who's watching your stream, and it's just a single person who does not interact with the rest of the site. If it's just like somebody who only comes to your streams and only when you stream, it's very obvious. They do in fact have tools to check that. If you're at the point where you're trying to buy viewers and followers to make it on Twitch, I think you need to reevaluate your life. Yeah, I don't want any of these. Probably don't even need the heal, honestly. I'm just gonna do it. There's not really too much else for me. I do think they should make the potions extend into the boss fight. Maybe if not at least at a reduced effectiveness in the last fight. Just because it feels like kind of a waste. These fights aren't super difficult. Like, it's not even an expected value in return thing. It's literally like, people will use them to try and cheat partnership requirements. Like, that's the only really good use case for it. Because, like, some people, it is understandably, like, a very frustrating process, having gone through it myself. Hitting, like, average viewership numbers is kind of soul-crushing, but, like, it's very obvious when you're getting view-botted. When you have, you know, 500 people in your chat and none of which are talking. They know. I know some of them used to say, like, get Prime, so they were probably just, like, hacked accounts. that had access to Amazon Prime and thus could give you a free subscription every month or whatever, or not a free subscription, obviously they wouldn't just give away free money, but I guess to inflate your sub count to maybe look nicer to Twitch. It's probably doesn't reflect very well on you when they discover that you are in fact using third-party services to artificially inflate your numbers for the sake of metrics. They do have humans who look at the partnership applications. They don't just have a robot do it, be like, ah, yes, you're good. Demon Horns... I think we just take Amethyst Bracelet. Because I want to use my defensive. I want that rabbit luck. But yeah, don't bother with viewbotting. You're not going to get anything out of it. Alright, this time I'm going to use my special first, because I always forget to use that before Rabbit Luck. And the premise was always flawed. Like, it might have worked for a little bit when Twitch was still kind of like finding their footing. And the requirements were a lot higher, so like anybody who had those numbers was generally considered like already good to go. But then people started finding ways around it, like embedding streams on third-party sites. Looking at you, Fexter Life! Counting those as viewers for the purpose of, like, viewership and stuff, and just... They got wise. And yeah, that's the other thing, too. Like, okay, I'm paying for money to have a number in my chat. Nobody's talking, though. This is fun. This is what I want as a streamer. I love having a room full of robots that say absolutely nothing. Because I get to see a big number at the top of my dashboard. This is fulfilling. Like, you just gotta stream. Unless you already have a really well-established audience, you're not gonna have a huge following at the beginning unless you're either very lucky or you have, like, the best performance game on the planet. Like, everybody started the exact same way. Because people, as it turns out, are pretty smart about knowing what they want to watch. And if they don't want to watch you, they won't let you know they don't want to watch you, they just won't watch. Can't let your entire life be about chasing number. Unless it's money. In which case you unfortunately do kind of have to chase number. If money's so good, why isn't there money too? If you say Bitcoin, you're banned. Forever. Like, it's even totally fine to try and, like, stream to try and build an audience. That's totally fine. It's just, if that is your explicit goal from the beginning is, you know, all I want is to become popular and not actually to, you know, have an entertaining or interesting stream or whatever, then yeah, at that point it's like, do you really want to stream? I don't think you're gonna get a lot of streaming. That's the other thing, too, like, people are generally pretty reserved when it comes to criticism of streams. Not because, you know, they don't want you to know about it. It's just because, A, it's less effort to the person doing it, and B, it's less chance of it being misconstrued as attacking the person who is streaming. But that being said, absolutely tell any streamer if they have, like, an issue with their mic or whatever, if like, they're muted or whatever, and it's clearly obvious they're trying to, like, say something. Please tell them. That is like the biggest thing that's so easy to miss. don't just jump into a stream and be like, wow, your stream sucks later. Wow, you suck later. The old Smite classic. This only has a one slide speed, goddamn. It's so much easier. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's very obvious when you're just trying to grow number and nothing else. And yeah, collabs are a thing too. Just collab with the intention of actually making friends with people and not just strictly, I want my number to be bigger. Who can give that to me? That makes you very one-sided as a person and probably not very fun to hang out with. Fine to want to grow your audience. Just actually pursue good relationships and not just thinking of the other person as a stepping stone to get you to more number, you know? Anyways, unfortunately we couldn't get the old no damage clear. We came close. I could definitely do it, I just gotta get more practice. Probably try doing the dragon runs a few times the first. See if I can get it that way, maybe. Because money isn't terribly important on normal mode. You can get by without having, like, every dollar spent perfectly. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, everybody. I just wanted to play some more Rabbit and Steel. And hey, good news! If you want to watch more Rabbit and Steel, guess who's playing it? That's right, it's ya boy, Mini Matt. 2 T's. He's playing some as well, because I think he is still rabbit-pilled. We actually played a couple times together. I need to get the squad together to do some more multiplayer raids. I've gotten solo pretty much down for the most part, at least not in Lunar. But I definitely gotta practice more. Get those multiplayer patterns burned in. And that way I can be ready for when they add Undertale Sands. Is he joking? Ha 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 ha.